Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final phase of our robotics course, which is what we call the testing phase. Now that we have our robot, we now have all its parts in place. We now have even the control systems. We now know how we are going to control the robot. It's time for us to test and see if it is going to do the task that we have been giving that we want rather to assign to the robot. Now let's just see if what's going to happen when you press the forward button. We want to see what's going to happen when you press the backward button. What happens when we tell the robot to go to the left and when we tell the robot to go to the right. Is it going to go? Is it going to stop? Or what? So if there's anything wrong, if the robot doesn't perform the right task, either it will mean either there was something wrong in the assembly process, or maybe there was something wrong in the testing phase. So this is the forward and backward movement that I'm pressing on the phone. I don't know if you can see it from that end. I'm just going to find another angle. This is the left and right movement of the robot. The moment you start pressing on the control panel, then the robot is just going to start moving. So those are the main functions of this robot. It moves forward and it can move backwards. So the reason why we had to use such a small thing is for you to be able to know that this is not the end of the world. Your creativity is needed. That's where it actually has to start taking over. From here now, you can make it bigger, you can make it faster, you can customize its features, but probably as small as it is, you can use it on your desk. You can use it on your desk to move some objects from one end of the desk to the other. Obviously you have to create what we call a canopy or a carrier rail on top of it, so that you can place whatever object that you want there, and then this robot is going to transport those objects for you to your preferred destination without you leaving your desk. So this is what happens when I press the left or the right button. This is the forward button, that one is the backwards button. As you saw in the control panel, you can also customize these controls. You can make the forward button a little bit faster, you can make the backward button a little bit slower. I'm sure from this angle you can see me pressing the buttons, you can see me moving them. Unfortunately, I don't know what happens when I try to put them on the phone on the desk, but yes, now you can see what happens when I'm moving it forward, I'm moving it backwards. So this is what we call testing, the testing phase. So if none of the functions that we spoke about can be performed at this stage, we do say that the testing phase of the robot has failed. We have to go back to the drawing board. We have to see if where it went wrong. Whether was it at the concept and design phase, was there something wrong with the design? Did we design a robot that cannot and gave it difficult expectations rather, or impossible tasks that it cannot perform within its scope? Or did we forget to give it the right instructions? Then we have to go to the control panel and see if there's something that we can fix there. If some robots unfortunately have gone through what we call a redesign, a complete overall redesign, when they realized that it was going to be difficult to operate it, or rather there was something wrong with the concept design and the robot is not going to perform the function that the designers had in mind. But this basically is going to give you a good idea of how to design a robot, how to operate it, and then all you have to do is to build on this knowledge in order to build something bigger, something more effective, and something that is going to be customized to your business and workspace. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I wish you all the best in your robotics and your programming in the future.